Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're reviewing Anything and Everything. And today we are getting into this Casio F105W. Now, this watch is considered within that realm of classic Casio. All of them that are like this can be considered in that realm, though there is one that kind of stands out, and this is like the bigger brother to that one. That one is the F105W, but this one is essentially that same type, but slightly upgraded. Now, it has your basic functions, your time, your date, your day, and because you put in the actual calendar month inside this, even though you don't see it, the date and the month inside it, it knows how many days are inside that month. In addition, we have, this says the Illuminator because it has a backlight that really lights the whole thing up, which is really nice because the one that this watch was based off of has just a small light that comes in from the side and is not as well lit. Other than that, it's really just a tool. It's one of those kind of watches where you buy it so you can just tell the time, and it's not to be obviously over the top, overly flashy, but it gets the job done. Link's gonna be in the description down below. It's $20. I really think that this kind of watch is just amazing. And even though a person doesn't have to have this exact watch, because Casio makes so many different watches that are the same or do the same thing, or you can evolve to, like, say, a G-Shock, which is also by Casio. They have versions of those that are like maybe $40. The point is just having something, you know, in this digital realm that's easy just to throw on, and, you know, just wear as a utility item that you just need to be able to tell the time, because a lot of people nowadays don't wear a watch and they don't realize also how easier it is and more precise is not the word I want to use, how, for lack of a better word, because I can't figure out the word in my mind, having a brain fart, but efficient. It's so much more efficient to use just a regular watch on your wrist than it is, say, using a phone. A lot of people say, oh, I got the phone, it can tell the time. Yes, but the phone, you have to pull it out. And when you need to look at the time every, like, say, 5 minutes, pulling out your phone is inefficient, or maybe your phone is not near you. I'm going to give you a good example of when that is the case. I will always throw a watch on in the morning. One of my digital watches is also a Casio, because this one I actually bought for a family member of mine, actually my son. And having a watch on, say if you're getting ready in the morning, you got an hour to get ready. Some of you guys only give yourselves 30 minutes. But say if you got an hour to get ready, you got to get going someplace, whether it's work, got an appointment, whatever the case is. You throw a watch on your wrist. Now it's with you everywhere you go, whether you go from your bedroom to the kitchen to the bathroom. Just flick your wrist to the side. It takes a half a second to look at the watch, and it doesn't stop you from doing what you're doing. If you have a phone, you got to pull out your pocket, then you got to tap the phone to make it display. That in itself, if you have to do that every 5 minutes to know where you're at within your time range so you aren't going to be late, that in itself is tedious, it's inefficient, but also too, sometimes you put your phone down, you leave it maybe in your bedroom, now you're in the kitchen. Are you going to run all the way back to get to your phone? Now we have the smart speakers, and you can just shout it out, and that's also great too, but then you find yourself always constantly shouting it out, and if you forget to shout it out, you might lose track of that time where when it's on your wrist and you're using your hands to get ready, that little glance and you notice it and boom, you know what time it is. So I use this for that in the morning or whenever I'm getting ready to go do something or go somewhere. It's very efficient. I just think everyone should have one and have a watch. And like I said, what's great about this option is it doesn't have to be expensive. Link's gonna be in the description down below. This goes for about, I think I paid 18 for this. Regularly, it's never more than 20. So I definitely think it's worth it. If you're not like a heavy watch person, but you just, you know, need to have something that you can wear on your wrist, this is great. And they even have them in metal versions, these small ones in metal versions that aren't even that much different in price, maybe an additional $10. And they look nice. And I feel they could even be dressed up a little bit as well. So being that the metal ones or whatever the case is, but they're great. And everyone, if they see you wearing one of these, they just know it's utility, it's function. It's not about status, but they know, okay, that person just at least wants to know what time it is at all times. And I feel that that's the vibe that these give. As always, you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.